Okay, so I've already done most of it, as you guys can see. I'm just gonna turn around so you guys can see. And I've got like a few parts left in the top. I'm using again the Janet Collection hair that I used from before. So this hair is actually 84 inches, so it goes down past my waist, a lot past it, and goes all the way down basically. If I can, I'll insert a picture of the full length so that you guys can see. To make this really quick, I thought I'd start it off before I got here, because yeah, these are a lot tinier than what I would usually do. So I usually always do like jumbo braids, but we do have a lot of time. So I decided to, you know, do some knotless braids, and yeah, so far so good. So I'm just gonna show you guys exactly what I do to be able to get the desired look. So you're going to need 3 things, or maybe 4 if you include the different colours of hair. The colours that I used are colour 4 and colour 30, so it kind of looks like this. I have used about 2.5 packs, so 1 pack of the 30, 1 pack of colour 4, and then a half pack of that as well. I would actually say you probably would need, depending on how much hair you're using. I don't think I use that much hair, if I'll be honest, but depending on how much hair you use, I would say get 4 packs, so 2 of each, just to make sure that you are, you know, well prepared. Okay, after you've got your hair, you're going to need to get yourself a rat tail comb, something that's nice and pointed so that you can get some really good sharp parts in your hair. And next you're going to want to get a pomade. So I am using the As I Am Long Luxe pomade, just like so. It's called Grow Edges. Yeah, so this pomade is actually given by a family friend of mine. I ran out of my, or almost ran out of my gummy wax, so I was frantically looking around the house for something and I found this. If I'll be honest, I really like this. I definitely feel as though it's really good for doing the parts of your hair. When you get to the front, I think I might use gummy wax, but I do kind of prefer this hold only because it's not as hard, but it's hard enough for it to be able to do a good job to hold your hair in place. So if you're going to be looking for something, the consistency is similar to this. I don't know if you can see here, it's not gel-like, it's not sticky, it's a pomade. So if you've got something like that in your house, go ahead and use it. If you don't have that, you can use gel, but it won't have the same effect as the pomade would. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Let me just move this out the way. Okay, so I have parted the hair already, as you can see. I have done sections, and I have decided that I want to go for middle part. So to get a little closer for you guys, you're going to want to part across. There you go. And you can adjust the part as well, however you like it, or however you'd want to adjust it. And then you're going to want to pop the hair that you're not using away. Okay, so I've got my line. To be honest, you can adjust it, make it a bit straighter. So I have got, as I didn't mention it before, 2 large mirrors on either side of me, so I'm able to see the back of my hair, the sides of my hair, and adjust myself accordingly. If you've got like a normal long length mirror and you've got a mini mirror, that will work as well. Just basically use 2 mirrors so you can get the back, or get someone to help you. Okay, so in this section over here, I can see that I'll probably go for about 4 parts. So I'm just going to grab my rat tail comb and I'm just going to part my hair this way. Once you've got your desired box, you're going to want to get your pomade and just put that all around the perimeter of your hair. So make sure you keep all the other pieces of hair out the way, and you can also do that by separating the different parts with pomade as well, so just so that they don't, you know, start meshing with each other. So prepping my hair, I like to take, depending on how I feel, I've been doing it randomly for different sections. So I'll take, let's say, about this much hair. You can see here, if you look at the colours, it's got a bit more of the colour 30 than it does the colour 4, but that's just preference. You can switch it up. If you want more colour 4, you want a bit brighter, you can use more colour 30, entirely up to you. So I'm just going to pop that on my lap whilst I prep this section. So you're going to begin, because these braids are knotless, they are a lot more lightweight, less tension on your hair, and a bit easier to do. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So I am taking 3 parts of my hair, like so, and I am braiding. So I'm going to braid about 3, maybe 4 rows and leave it as that. Okay, then I'm going to get my braiding hair, and I just want you guys to look very closely. I'm adding it to one section over here and to another piece here. So there's 2 different sides that it's been added on, and I'm taking my finger over here, as you can see, and pushing that forward and bringing through the one strand of hair that's mine, and just keep braiding down. But if you guys didn't catch that, I will go over it again and do it again for you guys, so do not worry. You're basically just going to want to carry on and braid down. So as you're going on as well, you want to get your pomade and kind of put that through your hair. So as I go through, I'm making sure that I'm putting it on each strand, just so that my hair can really blend in well with the braiding hair. So as I get down to a decent amount, what I like to do is grab my hair and get another layer or another strand of hair, and again do the same thing. So I make sure I separate them. I've got 3 different strands over here. One strand that's already got hair, the one strand that was on its own, and the 3rd strand that was there as well. I am now just adding that in and continuing to just braid along like so. There we go. And you can barely see where I've added the hair. You can see here, it just flows. And continue adding the pomade to just blend and just keep going. And as you can see, after a few strands that I do, I like to do a few rows of braids and then pull through to make sure that I'm not knotting up the hair that is at the bottom. So you're doing 1, 2, maybe 3, pull, separate. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing again, just so you guys can see a bit clearer. Okay, so you're going to want to start and part your hair into 3 sections. The pomade, as I said from before, really helps you to grip and separate your sections properly. So I'm going to go and braid about 3 or 4 rows. So I've got my braiding hair mixture again, and I am going to find my 3 parts, attach one side to one, leave the 2nd strand in the center, and then grab the outer strand and put that over, and then carry on with the braid. So you might want to, feel free to rewind, pause, do all that good stuff if you do need to. Okay, so to add the extra piece of hair in the middle, the feed in, you're going to want, again, the outer side, you want to attach this bit to it. So the new strand, attach it to your the outer strand of the braid. Drop the 2nd one into the middle and take the braid from the outside and put it over. You want to make sure that you put it quite tight so it all fits in quite nicely, and then you're just going to want to carry on the braid. Okay, so get your pomade as well to marry it all into the hair better, and just keep braiding. If whilst you're braiding you get to a section like this, but this one is really small, you've got a large one and a okay size one, what you're going to want to do is take a slightly larger one and transfer some hair over. So you kind of want to do it neatly so that it goes, can you see, these 2 go together, so it's not awkward when you're trying to carry on the braid. You can see, completely seamless. You didn't even know that you transferred. Okay, so as you get to the front, you might see that it's like your hair is slightly thinner and not as thick as the rest of your hair, so it's gonna be harder for you to do the knotless braid blending, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. So what you need to do is take a thinner section of hair, do the exact same method, make sure your hair is nice and, you know, tight to your head, and join the hair. And then again, you get the next piece of hair and you carry on going. So add the hair as you go along. That's right. Okay, so you're going to want to have your hair uniform. As you can see, the ends are way weird. So I still want mine really long. So I'm just going to cut mine so that just these extra ends have gone. You see I'm not cutting straight ahead, I am angling my cut, kind of like ripping it, and just keep going like so, and it gives you the tapered look. Okay, so you're going to also want to put this in some hot water just to make sure that the ends don't unravel on you, and then you're going to want to get, you know, little extras. I always like to say none of my hairstyles are complete without my edges done. But this part is optional. Okay, so just gonna pop some edge control using the same edge control again. I'm really finding that I'm liking this. As I said, it's got a softer hold than gummy wax, but I'm not going anywhere, so I'm going to use this today, and then when I do decide to go outside, I'll probably use gummy wax. And you can actually style these braids quite a few different ways. As I showed in my knotless braid hairstyle video, I am using the exact same hair because, as I said, I'm using what I have in the house. But yeah, look guys, I am loving these braids. Ugh, honestly, I almost feel like no one's gonna see this amazingness, but you guys will. So that's all that matters. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys do end up trying out these knotless braids, and if you do, you know guys, just let me know how you found it, and you know what colors you did, what sort of length, like, you know, comment in the description box. But thank you so much for watching. I am now going to watch How to Get Away with Murder and basically call this a night. I am out. Ciao.